Well, Shepard, U.S. officials tell me that Joshua Boyle would not board the U.S. military flight out of Pakistan because he feared being arrested by the U.S. government and perhaps sent to Guantanamo Bay. He was adamant that he wanted to fly to Canada on a private plane instead. We are now learning that Boyle's concern may be based on the fact that he was married previously to the sister of former Gitmo prisoner Omar Khadr, also a Canadian, prior to marrying Caitlan Coleman.
We had arrangements to transport them back to the United States or to Canada, any way they wanted to go, medical treatment along the way. A lot of this, of course, would be psychological treatment. They've been essentially living in a hole for 5 years.
Omar Khadr was 15 years old when he was picked up on the battlefield in Afghanistan in 2002, accused of killing U.S. Army Sergeant Christopher Speer. He was sent to Gitmo and served as the youngest detainee there until he pled guilty in 2010 and was released from Gitmo in 2012, returned to Canada where he was jailed, and then released on bail in 2015. His sister, who had been married to Boyle, lives in the Middle East, we're told, and has espoused support for al-Qaeda in the past. In fact, Osama bin Laden reportedly attended her second wedding. Shep.
What do we know about the release itself, Jennifer?
Well, in fact, I'm told this was not a hostage rescue per se. It was a negotiated release arranged by the Pakistani intelligence services. Remember, for years, the U.S. government has accused the Pakistani government of supporting the terrorist group, the Haqqani network, which is still holding 2 U.S. citizens hostage, by the way. The State Department has been pressuring the Pakistani government to help secure the release of U.S. hostages for a long time. I'm told that there was no quid pro quo for the release. No hostages were exchanged, and the U.S. did not pay a ransom. Coleman and her husband, Josh Boyle, were taken hostage, as you mentioned, while hiking in Afghanistan 5 years ago. All 3 of their children were born in captivity, Shep.
Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon, thanks.